Hey guys, I'm sorry. My lighting is. I know, no, I know I was mute. I'm like fixing some stuff. I'm like, why is something not working correctly? Okay, I think I got it, but like now I had everything fixed and now having some issues. What? Having some sudden needing to fix things. Such as my lighting. My lighting's gone insane. I like fixed it right before stream. And then it got all wonky. I'm sorry about this like one bright space here. My lamp is like off to the side this way. And so it just creates this giant this giant space of just blinding light. I need to see about fixing that in the future. I'll have to figure that out. Or maybe just need a different lamp. Maybe a different shading or something. I don't know why it's so bright on that side. I cannot fix it. Maybe unless I turn my lamp off, but I won't have much light in here then. Okay, I think the lighting is less egregious. Maybe? I don't know what is happening. I got everything fixed beforehand and now it kind of went AWOL. It kind of went a little insane, not gonna lie. I don't know what happened. Trying to make it so it's not too bright on your guys' eyes. I think I fixed it. I still can't get this giant bright spot to be less bright. Let me see what happens if I turn off the... Well, let me do something first. Let me just push this cable back in its right position so it's... There we go. Let me see if I turn off my lamp. It's probably going to fuck up the lighting again. Also, it'll be dark in here. Yep. That's so. Okay. We need that. We do indeed need the lamp. Hello everyone. I am Momoka once again here to disrupt your weekend. It's about to be 8 o'clock tonight. I know it's a little bit late for a stream. I was thinking about doing something early.
Happy birthday,
it's not till June. Thank you. Oh, wait, I forgot. We need to have our background music on. Because I'm going to be doing this for a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, it is a little bit late for a stream considering it is a Sunday. I was thinking about doing something a little bit earlier. Not going to lie, I made a tweet earlier today saying that for the whole day today until maybe up to like an hour or two ago, I thought it was Monday. So I was treating today as a weekday. And then Setsuna was like, what are you talking about? It's Sunday. And I completely forgot. I think it's because when I talked to Onyx, when I talked to you yesterday during Fortnite, you got the days mixed up, and I think I ended up getting the days mixed up. So it's Sunday tonight, and we're gonna do a chill and chat with an activity. Chill and chat with extra steps. Hey Smokey. Oh, I'm also so sorry I haven't said hi to everyone. Hello Smokey and Punch and Onyx and Withermax. Welcome. We will be building something today. No, it is not Legos, and no, it is not a relationship for you. We will not be doing that. We instead will be building a Star Wars model kit. Let me grab it. I have been waiting to build this for a while. I have a backlog of model kits. Also, a chat, just letting you know, with my setup, my tracking is gonna be a tiny bit wonky, just like the itty bittiest bit. So I'm very sorry for that, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make it work. But we do plan on building this tonight. I'm planning on just building the whole thing. That's the goal. Oh, also chat, please let me know if sound and everything sounds good. Obviously I cannot hear the background music, but let me know if anything needs fine-tuning or if I need to be louder. But we're gonna be building something tonight, and talking about random subjects that have been on my mind. Actually, that does remind me. I need to get my notepad out. I had some stuff written down. I needed to write some other stuff really quickly. Let me grab my notebook. Oh wait, no, I don't want to use this one. I want to save this one. Where is it? That? We will use this one. Get the pen out. I have a collection of notebooks and pens, so it's a little ridiculous how many I have. Alright, let me write this down real quick because I want to write these subjects down because I don't want to forget them. That's my main thing. But everyone, how is your weekend going? Have you guys done anything interesting this weekend, this fine Sunday? Hola, mama. Hey, mega, hola. ¿Cómo está usted? Bien, bien. Hopefully your day has been going well. A lot of my stuff I have to talk about, or not have to, but would like to talk about today, has to do a bit with the VTuber's face. There's a lot that's been on my mind lately. Quite a bit. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I wanted to talk about it a bit today, and like a more thorough video. You're moving tomorrow? Ooh, congratulations. Please be careful. I might as well take a look at this box I wanted to show you. It's K-2SO from my favorite Star Wars movie, Rogue One. I've had this model kit for a while, and I opened to look inside of it, but I hadn't actually had the chance to open it and like build him. He's 112, so 1/12 scale, so he's not super big, but he will most likely go on my desk. Favorite star? No, don't say that. Don't make me make another clip of you, Punch. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Oh, they even gave me... Oh, do I have tweezers for this? Because I'm going to need tweezers for the stickers. I think I do. I'll grab them later. I'm not going to need them yet. We'll grab them later. I will get scissors. Let me grab them. There we go. I have my tools that I need. I have scissors. And my little tool that I use for both keyboard building and for model kit building. Oh my god, to Punch, stop it. We're gonna build model kit today and talk about stuff. But I'm curious, chat, how your day's been going. My day's been going like pretty slowly, if I'm being honest. I mostly worked this Sunday, mostly because I thought it was Sunday. So I wasn't very much in work mode. I was doing some work. And then when Setsuna let me know it was Sunday, I was like, oh, I can have my day off for the rest of the day then. Because I finished most of the work that I needed to do. The good old instruction manual. How many pages do you think this will be, chat? Oh. Oh gosh. Oh no. No, this is gonna be a while. So what's he supposed to look like? Look, chat, we've completed it already. Oh no, these are water decals. That's worse. What? I have a little bit of a... I guess you can't call it a vendetta, but I have a little bit of a bias. Not a good bias with water decals, if any of you know what water decals are. So water decals, how to explain them. So you know how we have stickers? And they have a sticky surface on the bottom, and you peel and you stick. Water decals are basically, you peel them off, you take them off the sheet. They are not sticky at all. You have to soak them in water for at least like 1 or 2 seconds. Usually that'll do it. You don't want to soak them too much, it'll ruin it. And then you stick them on, and they will dry on the surface of the plastic model, and that's what keeps them on. And sometimes they're finicky, sometimes they don't want to work, so that's great. I love water decals. I love them so much. Can't wait. Played Larcana. Oh, you went to see Longlegs? I'm a little bit interested in it, even though I'm not good with horror. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll wait on it. Alright. I gotta figure out how to do this, considering I need to look at these instructions. Then again, I wonder if they have these, and sometimes they have the instructions online. I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up. If they do, this will make this so much easier for me. But I have a feeling they will not be online. Sometimes they have them online, and I don't have to worry. I think I found it. Maybe? Question mark? I'm not too sure. They look like the instructions. Looking. Oh, there's so many of these. They just have like a giant... Oh, wait. Okay, I think I found it. It's not scary. It's atmospheric. Oh, really? Okay, maybe I'd like it then. I'm not good with horror, but... I feel like I'm pretty good with, like, suspense movies. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Suspense I'm pretty good with. I think I found the model kit instructions online, but I don't know if they're in order. We're just gonna go off to the paper ones.
Happy birthday,
It's not tilted, that scared me. I wasn't expecting that. We're just gonna have to go off the paper instructions. Oof, yeah, water decals are really nice for tiny models. That is true. It's a hit or miss for me, because there's a 50-50% chance they're gonna look really nice, but they're really heckin' difficult to apply, and oh my god. So we're just gonna go off these instructions. Hello, Cybercat. Hello! You are once again seeing me be nerdy in my natural habitat. 1, by building a model kit, and 2, it's Star Wars. Oh my god, I can't believe she's building a Star Wars model kit, said no one ever. Oh my god, who could have seen this coming? Instructions. This is the stand. I'm gonna put this off to the side because I don't want to worry about that. Now I gotta find which one I start with. I know how to find parts. Instructions, don't worry. PC7, A. Okay, all of these go from A. Keep hitting the camera, I'm sorry. A, we've done it. We've done the first step, chat. You found the right thing. I do want to get more of the other model kits that they've done for Star Wars. They've done a few Mandalorian ones. I actually have the child in my closet. That'll be another one in the future. That was going to be the second one, depending how long this takes. This is going to take me a while because I'm going to be yapping for random stuff, but maybe I'll build him in the future. I also want to get Din Djarin, and they have a Beskar armor model kit I want to do of him, but I have to wait on it. We're going to put these up here so I don't have to lose those. Oh. I almost forgot to turn my fan on, so I have air to breathe. Last Okay, go bye-bye. Alright. This is our first sheet that we have to go through. A. But now I gotta find all the pieces. So this is the hard part. A word of thumb for anyone that wants to get into model kit building. It is indeed fun. Rule of thumb though, you never. I learned this when I was first model kit building, because you know I was a dumb kid. I didn't really explain or read instructions that well. Follow the instructions and break off every piece one by one. Don't just start cutting everything out, or else everything will be messed up and you won't know what's what. How's my day been going? My day's been going pretty good. I've actually been working all day because I thought it was Monday. So I've been doing work today, all day, until a little bit recently. So I'm off now, and now we're doing this. Model kit building Star Wars, one of my niches. And we're going to be getting into some, I guess, talking about some interesting topics, mostly about the VTuber space. Because there's some stuff I've written down that I've wanted to talk about for some time. I just haven't had the chance. I just haven't had the chance to get into them. Let's see. I need to look at all these pieces because immediately it's asking for a piece called PC7. I don't know. Is it on this? That's what I'm already trying to figure out. Does it mean piece 7? I highly doubt it. It does not. Where's PC7? I don't know, chat. Am I already lost? Am I already not gonna do this correctly? Let me check something. Ah, it's in here, that's why. I was like, wait a minute. I think it's in this other bag. My scissors would let me cut the bag. Jeebus. Come on, cut the bag. God, these scissors are not working correctly. Gonna get it eventually. Are you planning to paint this or just do the decals? I don't know much about models at this scale. Is there a special prep for painting? So technically you could paint if you wanted. You could do it. I've seen people do it before. I just do not have, I don't have any paint. And I do not have the skill set to do so. Usually people do painting with miniatures, like for D&D and tabletop games. I've thought about trying that just as like a hobby. But I know I would not do well is the issue. I also don't have the money to get the paints because there's some paints that are expensive that are like $100 or $50. One time I went to a comic book shop because I was going in to trade in some cards, some Star Wars cards because I have bulk. And I saw this guy buy some paint for miniatures, and like he bought like maybe 3 or 4 like small paint bottles. Like they're like this size. Like they're not that big. But you don't, when you paint miniatures, you don't need that much paint depending. And I heard his total came out to like nearly $200, $300. Because there are companies that like specialize in paint for miniatures. Because it's such a big hobby. Because people use them for anything. You can use it for anything, but it's mainly for miniatures. Because people use that paint for miniature painting, figure painting, and depending on the company's legacy and how well their paints hold up, they can go really expensive. I'm trying out ranked 0 build. Oh, really, Riku? You got this. I believe in you. I work part-time for a game shop painting minis. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have so my store, my local game store, we actually have, our store manager told me, because I was like, oh, how is the miniature painting going? And they let me know that we actually have like a dedicated day for miniature painting, and I almost had this go flying. We're gonna put this down before I make it fly off into the distance. And they told me that we have a dedicated day for miniature painting, and the person that leads it's actually like a very famous miniatures painter, and they've worked like on board games for like companies, and like they've even done stuff for movies, like painting, like for like films. But they do miniature painting as like a big hobby, and they like lead it. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've been curious, but like, unfortunately, it's another expensive hobby that I would get into, and I'm already in 2 different card games, and it's already getting expensive, so I can't do it as much as I'd like to. Let's see, I need piece number 35. I don't know. I just prefer model kit building because there's so many model kits for things that I like. Most of them are made in Japan because Japan's big on their model kits. There's some American ones, but Japan's mostly known for them. I'm a little sad to find out because I was doing this and I found out that like there's not a lot of model kits for Marvel, which I thought was funny and a little bit interesting. I was like, really? There's not any for Marvel? And if there is, there's very few. Like extremely very few. And they're like kind of old, I guess you would say. I guess you'd call them a little bit old. And you can't really get them anymore. I know they've done like model kits of Iron Man. Those are like the main ones, obviously. You know, it's robot building, technically. But the only ones they made, I think they were made during like the Iron Man 2 or 3 era. I know they did one for, I think the Endgame one, but like they go for like $200, $300 because they're old. They don't reprint them. So I can never have them. I can never have them ever. So I've just decided that this is my fate. And we don't get to have nice things. we don't get to have it. And you know what? It's fine. We'll just have to deal. It's not like I wanted them or anything. Not like I didn't want them. Ugh. One day. But today is not that day. What does it want me to do here? I'm trying to see where this is trying to ask me to put this. Ah, okay. I think I see. Oh, it wants me to put it in this slot. One piece done. One part down. Oh, I need 834 now. Sorry, chat. Also, this I hate to say it, but for some of you that may not know model kit building is a very slow process. This might get boring, depending. But I hope you stay regardless. I think model kit building's interesting. I just like building in general. I mean, you guys have all seen me. I built my PC that I use every day. I built my Iron Man keyboard here that you guys see whenever you happen to see it. I've have all kinds of keycaps and stuff because I want to build more keyboards. I've always enjoyed building. Building's just so much fun. But I know for some people it's just not their thing. I think maybe also because you need a lot of patience, I would assume. And some people are not patient. Chat, how well would you say your patience is? If you had to guess. Ah, is this one of his shoulders? Or is this a leg piece? Anyways, one piece done. Gotta go find the one piece. I should be marking these so I know which ones I've started. Zen in the art of model kit building? Yeah, actually. I'm so sorry also, chat. I want to make sure the focus is good. That's the one thing I worry about is that... Also, it's like... You're seeing me do it here, but obviously it's not zoomed in. Do you guys want me to see if I can zoom in a bit? So you can see more? I feel like I should. I'm gonna try to do that. Let me try to zoom in a tiny bit. I just gotta figure that out. I know there's a way to do it in OBS. I haven't done it in a while though. Because I feel like you guys are missing out on seeing stuff because it's a little bit too tiny. What do you guys think? Is this too hard to see? Should I zoom in a bit more? I wouldn't mind watching this. Okay. I'm gonna see. How do I zoom in on OBS? It's been a hot minute since I've done this. I think I might just have to zoom in the old-fashioned way with the webcam. I hope it doesn't mess up my settings. Every time I get... It did it again. Every time I try to do my webcam settings to get them like fixed and ready for stream, like when I do a hand cam stream, they always mess up and freak out on me after I work on them. Okay, that is probably the most I can zoom for now. We have zoomed in further. Ah! See? Did this work? It didn't zoom in. Fuck. Why? I zoomed you in. Hello, Master. Welcome on YouTube. By the way, for anyone that is watching on YouTube, your comments cannot be seen on Twitch, as I am mainly streaming on Twitch. I would say mainly, but like I mainstream on Twitch. I use a program to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So if any of you would like to see your comments in stream, you'd have to head to Twitch and have an account and chat through Twitch chat. Just letting you know for the future. People have asked me before because they've been confused, and I've had to break it to them because Twitch does not allow. Twitch doesn't allow you to have the comments of like two different things. So just letting you know. Okay, we have zoomed in. Perfect. Nice-oo. Okay, we're good to go. 824. I don't know, chat. I have a question. If any of you happen to model kit build, or do anything similar to this, do you find activities like this relaxing, or not really, or is it kind of a pain? I found you on Twitch, but I go there rarely. It scares me a bit. Smokey, oh, Master, thank you for subbing. Thank you. Thank you for subbing on YouTube. Thank you. Smokey, you know what? Honestly, that's a little bit valid. Twitch sometimes scares me a little bit too. Not gonna lie. Yep. Twitch is an interesting place, full of interesting people. I mean, any place is filled with interesting people. You know what I mean? But Twitch definitely. Twitch. I mean, I can say this. I should be allowed to say have free speech. But I know Twitch has its problems. Twitch does indeed have its problems. Just like YouTube, just like any platform. But I know it's still an issue. Even if we'd like it to not be. This goes together like this. Okay. Let me see if I can put this up here for you guys to see. I think this is a shoulder pad or a leg piece. Because there's a notch here where you can put a peg in for, I'm assuming, a movable limb. Or, oh wait, I'm an idiot. It says right here, we're building the head. No one say anything. No one say anything. I totally knew what we were building. Trust me. And no one point that out. No one say anything. Beautiful background. Oh yeah, it's Honkai Star Rail. It's my desk mat. I mean, I'm not sure if doing jigsaw puzzles counts. Jigsaw puzzles count? What do you mean? Oh, that's a good idea, Riku. I've always it's not till June. Hi, Monica. I've always thought about trying to do like a very complicated puzzle on stream, but like my desk space is kind of small. You would need to have like enough room in order to do something like that. I've had other people ask me, are you building yourself a birthday gift? I mean, not really, but I am building myself something that I've had on the back burner for a while. I'm trying to remember when I bought this. I think I bought this at... Did I buy this in LA or did I buy this like at Target? Target, funnily enough, has a lot of model kits lately. They have like a lot of the Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball Z, and they had the Star Wars ones. I remember they had the Mandalorian one with the Beskar armor, and I really wanted it, but I didn't have money at the time to get it, so I had to pass up on it, and I was really sad. Are you building Dr. Victor Von Doom, played by Robert Downey Jr.? I am not. I actually have some opinions on that, by the way. I have some opinions on that casting. It's not till June. Some interesting opinions, I guess, maybe. A side note, I said this before on stream, but I find it funny when people say I have a hot take, but then it's really not a hot take, it's just an opinion. People always think they have hot takes, even though it's nothing. A hot take, I think, is something when it's more controversial, but anywho. Regarding that casting, because I'm sure everyone on the internet's freaking heard about it by now. Momo's a hater confirmed? Nah. I have an opinion, and my opinion is, while it's interesting, I don't think I like it. I don't think I like the choice that they're making. I don't know about it, to be honest. I'm a little hesitant about it.
Nom nom,
Not gonna
tasty
lie.
pieces.
I know, Paco, you cannot eat the pieces. No. You cannot eat these. That is not good for you. Oh, there's a slot that goes there? It goes in there? Wait, there? Oh, I need another piece. I almost forgot I missed a piece. Goonathon mages. Imagine if they dropped the Kang stuff, but Doomsday comes out and Doom's mask comes out. It's just Jonathan Majors. That'd be kind of funny. Here's my opinion on it. At least for right now. I don't think it's a good idea. And here's my reason why. It feels a little lazy. Feels a little lazy, not gonna lie. Because think about it. Oh, I actually was just thinking about this today while I was on my break. It's fan service, to be honest. It's true. Because I thought about it this way. For any of you that have, been around and have been seeing the MCU since past Endgame, a lot of people, and I mean most of the internet has been saying that the MCU has fallen off, all their projects are shit, nothing's working, everything's awful, aside for like a few projects. Not everything, but not everyone. Most people in the fandom have been saying it's been shit lately. And I can't say I can't not agree. There's been some things where it's been really hit or miss. And the one thing I'm a little bit not liking about this casting is that it feels like a very cheap way to get people. It's a business. It's a fan servicey fast way to get people to get into the seats of the Avengers movie. It's a strategy. But my issue with it is that storytelling wise and plot wise, we don't know who we don't know if it's Tony Stark variant becoming Doctor Doom, because that's actually been a comic book plot in an issue of the What If series. But at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be Tony Stark that becomes Doctor Doom, or if Robert Downey Jr. is actually playing Victor Von Doom. But it wouldn't make sense, because why does he, he's Tony Stark. Everyone associates Robert Downey Jr. with Tony Stark. When they see him, it's Tony Stark. So, how are they going to make this plot relevant enough? Okay, so I'm going to simplify it. Everyone's excited now that Robert Downey Jr.'s is going to suddenly be playing Victor Von Doom. Everyone's going to collectively blow their minds. It'll get people in the seats. Now what Marvel has to do, well, the big challenge is making a plot relevant enough to make the whole audience care about the Avengers that have come now from past Endgame. Because remember, everyone has said, hey, all these movies are shit. All these plots are awful. All of these are falling off. I don't like any of these characters. Bring back the original Avengers. Now that they have this and they're going to bring people into the seats, they now have to suddenly make a good enough 2-part series movies of these Avengers movies to make this audience that has said Marvel's been shit lately suddenly care about all of these characters that they have not cared about and have said are awful and they don't want. So how the fuck is this gonna work? How is this gonna work? They now have to suddenly... Everyone's been saying they haven't cared about these characters. They don't like any of the new characters. Not everyone, but, the vast vocal majority of people that... Nostalgia, whatever, and all that, They now have to suddenly make people care about these characters, which they've been trying to do, but everyone's been saying everything's been shit. So, how is this gonna work? Is it just suddenly gonna purely be off fan base? Nostalgia? Fan service? Who the heck knows? I don't even know if they have a plot. That's the one thing I was also curious is casting Robert Downey Jr. One, I'm so curious to know how they got him to do it. My cynical side is saying they paid him a lot of goddamn money. But one of my main things is, how is this gonna work? How is this working? Did they have a plot before casting him, or did they make that casting choice because they were like, this will get people in the seats and we'll think of the plot later? Because there's so many people that I've seen so many... I'm sorry for swearing. I've seen so many fucking tweets about people saying, oh, we're so back. Marvel's alive again. Marvel's not dead anymore. And all because of this, and I don't think people understand, all these fans, quote unquote, fans that have been shitting on Marvel like these past, year, 2 year, 3 years. They could cast him and it could still go horribly wrong. That's the thing. Also, it's kind of a slap to the face to all the people that have wanted to see Victor Von Doom as an actual character, and potentially it could just be a Tony Stark variant. And the other issue is, if they wanted to do an Evil Stark variant, they could have just done Superior Iron Man from the comics. That's a great evil rendition of the character from the Axis event, where villains turn to heroes and heroes turn to villains. Superior Iron Man is so good, so compelling, and they could have done that, but no, we're getting Robert Downey Jr. to suddenly play Victor Von Doom, and it's gonna be really weird. And people are already saying oh my, I saw this tweet with someone said it's getting thousands of likes and retweets, and people saying imagine if Spider-Man sees Victor Von Doom and it's Tony Stark, and it's what do you mean? Victor Von Doom's whole thing is he wears a mask because his face gets disfigured from an accident. He's not going to see his face unless they just throw that whole plot point of the character out of the way. There's so many things that can go wrong with this. There's so many things that are going to go wrong or could go wrong. I have too many opinions. I'm sorry I haven't done anything because now I'm going on a tangent. Have you and Setsuna seen Deadpool? Setsuna and I saw it yesterday. We did. It's so easy to make him a variant. And that's the thing, is it seems so lazy. What's even worse is they're not just making him a variant of Tony Stark, of Iron Man. They're making him a variant of a completely different, separate character that people have wanted to see. And that's what kind of makes me a little bit mad. Also for the fact that Victor Von Doom is of Romani descent. And he's being played by Robert Downey Jr. Not that I'm saying that he's not a good actor, but people have been wanting more representation and faithful representation. Not that you always need faithful representation to make an actor play a character really well, but they could have just done it. They could have just They honestly could have just had a no-name actor, someone that they discover that's like not well known, that's a very compelling actor to play actual Victor Von Doom, and I'm a little not happy about it. Not gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how this is gonna work. A good chunk were made leading up to and during a major strike. Yeah, that's also true. Latex makeup to change his appearance, maybe? No, there's no way they're gonna do that. No, people are gonna be like rioting in the streets or whatever. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Victor is Latverian. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. In some iterations, because they put him from Latvia, and then in recent comics they've been putting him in. There's some. It's so strange because some iterations put him as Latverian, some others put him as Sokovian, and then some others have put him as Romani. It's very confusing. I know they based the character, like, when they were creating him around, like, Romani people. Because there's a lot of... There was one... what was that comic? Oh, God, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember my comic book lore, and I can't now because I'm on a tangent. Nothing can... I can't remember everything. But, like, I'm mad because if, like... It just seems so cheap. It just seems like... Ugh. I'm not happy with it. Who knows? Maybe it could go really well. But I don't know. No one knows. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to be completely honest and nobody judge me. Because I know everything's kind of a little... it's a little bit... tricky considering the RL stuff that happened with Jonathan Majors. I will say that on me watching everything that's kind of been going through Endgame, past Endgame and everything, I'm wondering other people's opinions. I was actually really invested in the Victor Timely and Kang Dynasty plot point storyline. Especially when they showed Victor Timely in the Loki series. He was such a compelling character and so interesting. And I was really curious to see how it was going to work with the variants. I was actually I got invested from the Loki show. It got me really curious because I was like, how is this going to work and how will all of this happen? And it's just kind of gone kaput in the water. And I'm a little sad about that because now they have to suddenly scrounge up a new way to do this. And you know for a fact that it's going to be messy as all hell. It's going to be so messy. It's going to be so messy. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm so nervous about it. Man. I just don't want to keep hearing a bunch of people saying like, oh, Marvel's back. Oh, Marvel's not dead anymore. Oh, we're so, everything's great now. It's like, I just hate hypocrites when they don't, like, I'm going to be honest. The MCU's had a lot of hits and misses. There's been some hits, there's been a lot of misses. But you can't say everything has been bad. The only issue was Disney's flying close to the sun, their Icarus moment. And getting a little bit too free with their choices in TV shows and movies and going too fast and thinking that they could make very short form content and people would watch it anyways and be invested and the quality didn't matter, when in fact it does. And I really wish we would stop having short form content. I'm getting sick of it. Am I a hypocrite? Do you hate me? Wait, no, Ponch, I don't know. What did you say? I don't know what you said. I haven't cared about the MCU since it became so interconnected with movies and shows as required watchings. Endgame was great, and that's where my interest ended. No, I get that. I understand that. Setsuna has the same opinion. It's funny because it's so funny because what was it? Frig. What's his face? Kevin Feige. He recently said in an interview, he was like, "Oh, you can watch these movies and they are not. You're not required to watch anything and." Marvel movies are made to be standalone stories, and it's like, sir, I don't think you understand how much ridicule you're making by saying that. Because clearly with your with the choices you've been making. That's clearly not the case. It's just, it's definitely a choice to say that. Nope. I don't know what he was thinking saying that. Peace, get in. Did it go in? No? Come on. Did it go in now? Dang it. The one thing I don't like about model kits is getting these pieces to fit together. Just like you think you have it and then it just... Oh, now you go in. Fine. Now you go in. Now you get... This piece is so delicate that I'm holding. This tiny one. Oh my god. It needs to stay in place. And it's not. Is that what it needs to do? I think I see what I did wrong. Hopefully I don't mess this up. But I did see Deadpool and Wolverine. I did enjoy it. I kind of want to go see it again, not gonna lie. I didn't see it like in an audience full of people. Because I didn't want to be distracted.
If RDJ plays Victor and not an evil Tony, it would be dumb. But also, flame on. It could happen. It has happened.
What did you think of Redacted, portraying Redacted in Deadpool? I thought it... Well, that's extreme. I gotta be extremely vague. I gotta think how to be vague about this. The first cameo... as soon as I saw the color of that person's suit underneath the cloak, I knew. Because I knew the color. And I was like, that's not that. That's the other thing. And I was like, oh, they're going to do it, aren't they? Because I knew for a fact. I was just... It didn't seem right for them to do one... Oh, God, this piece is so hard to get in, Jesus. It didn't feel right to do a certain cameo, like a certain character, and then not do the other one considering the plot of the movie. Why won't this piece go in? Please, I need you to just work with me here. Accent. Oh, yeah, I thought that was fun. I really loved his powers. They were very accurate. Made me very happy. You watched it? Oh yeah, doesn't that open it up for RDJ to be anyone too? I mean, technically, you could say that about all of the characters. To be honest. It's technically true. I don't know. It's just... I don't like the choices still. I'm looking at these instructions. I'm trying to figure this out. What am I doing wrong here? Is that what I'm doing wrong? How does it want me to do? Is that what it wants me to do? This seems wrong. What I'm doing. Ugh, don't want to lose that. Oh my god. I'm already lost. This is bad. I have this tiny piece I have to figure out. I'm assuming I know what this piece wants me to do, but I think I see what I did wrong. I gotta... One moment, chat. I gotta take this piece apart. Yeah, I have too many opinions about the whole, just the casting. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know how it's... I mean, here's the thing. No one knows how it's going to go. That's the issue. But I'm more worried that people are just gonna think now that he's back, everything's suddenly gonna be hunky-dory and things will be fixed and everything's gonna be great. But it could still go horribly wrong. Not to say that he's a bad actor, but you shouldn't hinge an entire thing on one person, is what I will say. Is that what I meant to do with this piece? Oh, it wants me to go the other way? Maybe?
Marvel actors not having criminal records challenge impossible.
No, don't. We're not gonna talk about that. That's all a bit. Uh-oh. The piece fell out. I found it on my shirt, thank God. Yeah, we won't talk about all of that, because that's like it's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna go well. Obviously nobody does, but I just don't want people thinking that it's suddenly gonna fix everything. Obviously there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna think that it's gonna fix everything. I don't know, it just doesn't seem... It just seems like such a weird casting choice. Honestly, yeah, I don't even want to say it's weird. I kind of want to say it's like, not gonna lie, a little bit desperate. It just... I don't know. Like, does everyone think this will work? It's like, Okay, I think I finally got this. Oh my god. I'm gonna set it aside because that one little tiny piece is like very fragile. It just pops out. Not as desperate as me. Jeremy Renner's been cast as Agatha Harkness. Oh yeah, see, that's another thing. I don't know how the Agatha Harkness show is going to go. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad, but I don't know. I have too many. I have way too many opinions on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's saying from a super fan. It just seems so desperate. And the one thing I hate is that I can't say everyone, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably feel the same way. That are like, this seems like such a bad casting choice. And there's gonna be like Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man superfans that are gonna like yell at them and be like, oh, you just don't know what's good. And whatnot. And I'm just like, please don't. I don't want to have to deal with hypocritical people that have been saying the MCU is dead and it's awful and none of the characters are great anymore. And none of them deserve, like, anything. And then suddenly when their favorite comes back, they're like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Everything's great now. The MCU is not dying. And it's like, God, it pisses me off. But that's fans for you. What do you expect? Peace, I need you to go in and I need you to please cooperate. That's all I ask of you. quoting the famous song All I Ask of You from Phantom of the Opera. The one thing I hate about model kits is that you have to be so precise to get things in the right place, or else they're just not going to work. More importantly, they'll not want to work. And another word of advice is if you're model kit building, don't try to force shit, or else you could break it. Trust me, that has happened to me. Oh, the little piece came out. Ah, come on. Ugh. Why aren't you connecting? This should be like prime real estate for you to work. Is this just not pushed in all the way? Yeah. What do you think the MCU has been? What if you think the MCU has been crap and the RDJ thing is fan service? I mean, that's also true. I'm sure there's people that think that too. That are like, oh, the MCU is bad, and also the RDJ thing is fan service. That's a valid reason, because I feel that way a little bit. I'm just like, this seems... Look, we're gonna be honest here. It's a business. They want people in the seats. They want to make a bunch of money. And what do you do when your movies have been shit? Not all of them have been great. And you need a way to get people in the seats. You hire an actor that's so beloved that it apparently will fix the problem. And it will get people in the seats. It'll suddenly make people invested. It's probably going to suddenly make people invested in watching anything that comes out now. Why won't these pieces go in? That's what's frustrating me right now. This should be working. Like, I feel like I have these in the right place and they're not snapping together. Why isn't this? This is the one thing I also hate about model kits, is that sometimes things don't want to work. I think I finally got it. I don't want to jinx it. Oh, God, my fingies. Come on. Oh my God, I finally almost got it. Jesus. Come on, need you to click together. That's all I ask. Ah. God, this thing is like fighting me. It just doesn't want to stay together. Why don't you want to stay together? We're already having our first issue. This is not good. What is wrong with it? Trying to see what's wrong with this piece so I can figure this out. Now it's so common and expected and meh. I think either way their handle. RDJ returning is bad. He's either Tony Stark and evil, thus not Von Doom, or he's a variant. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the thing I said earlier. For a lot of people that have been really excited to see Victor Von Doom, like a very prominent, one of the most prominent villains in the MCU, especially for the Fantastic Four. A lot of people have been waiting, and they might just fuck it up. They might just fuck it up for brownie points, and that's annoying. I hate that. I hate that thought. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this again. Let's see what the heck is happening here. To see why this isn't going in correctly. Man, we're only like on step like 4, and this is already a disaster. Is it in now? Okay, this part's in again. Okay, now we're gonna figure this out. Oh, hey again, Joey. What you making? What you crafting? I am making / crafting a 1/12 scale model kit figure of K-2SO from Star Wars Rogue One, my favorite Star Wars movie. Sorry, I had to be specific. Oh my god, I finally got that to work. Dear Lord, I think I know what I did wrong. I think I put a piece a wrong way, and that's why it wasn't closing. I finally did it. Dear God. It's just gonna go there. It's frustrating me already. Saying the ending was so good, thank you. I honestly think it's one of the best Star Wars movies. An evil Sorcerer Supreme would have been a great Avengers level threat. Yeah, that's true. Because they had Strange Supreme from What If, and then they had evil Doctor Strange from the multiverse. So I can't really do it again. God, imagine if they could have done it where they took Strange Supreme from the What If series, animated series, instead of getting, I mean, I guess spoilers, instead of getting trapped and then after, he sacrificed himself after trying to do his whole evil plan again, after we thought he was redeemed. Would have been so interesting if they could have done a storyline that connected it through the multiverses, and then he could have wormed his way into 616. I hate that they call it 616. To the main live action stories. That would have been so interesting, because then that would have gotten people invested from watching the show and people that were already fans of the What If series into the movies, and then get more hype for those movies by doing that. But they didn't. They didn't. Because they like short form media to get quick profit. Sadly. God, I would have loved that, because I loved Strange Supreme from that show. God, it was so good. The visual effects, they could have done so many beautiful visual effects of his dark magic. And I'm disappointed. Now I'm sad. Evil Supreme and Scarlet Witch with a Marvel zombie army. Yeah, that could have been interesting. Could have been so good. Well, I'm sad now. I'm sad that we don't have that. Man. I think it's funnier that, at least with us in our community here, as we're talking in chat, we're talking more about all the things that could go wrong with this, instead of like the hype of what I think Marvel is expecting. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the internet that are having the same opinion, basically saying like this could go incredibly horribly wrong, and not in like a danger sort of way, but I mean like ruining a character reveal, a character themselves, potential better plot. It was funny. I think I saw somebody made a tweet, and it was after the RDJ cast announcement, and they made a tweet saying, "Oh, so this is Avengers. This is Marvel's version of the Last Jedi." And I was like, "Damn!" But like honestly, it could go that way. It could be the Rise of Skywalker. It could go poorly. It could go really bad. Because Who knows? I wonder so badly if they cast RDJ purely for fan service and they'll think of the plot later, or if they have a plot already. I have no idea. That's what worries me immensely. Because as we've seen with Disney, with the Star Wars movies, they'll make a whole trilogy without having a plan first. So, who knows what could happen? That's what mostly worries me. Man, I didn't think I'd be talking all about Marvel today, but it is such big news. It's kind of inevitable considering you all know me and how much I love Marvel. None of the characters they've introduced to replace the Avengers have been cool to me, in my opinion. There's a few that I like. I really love Sam as Captain America. He's doing a great job. I can't wait for Brave New World. I'm very excited for it. There's a few other people that I like. But in terms of like their new Avengers, yeah, there's not many. Sadly. Because like they haven't done a lot to invest us in these new characters. They also haven't done a lot to like, because how the MCU worked and how the plot, the whole line of movies and timeline did so well was because they introduced characters by their movies one by one to get us used to them and build up their characters to the point where we got Avengers, and then we got that team up, and then you continued with that structure to get Avengers Age of Ultron, where we get to see them after they've been together for a while, know each other, have a camaraderie, and it's very good world building, it's very good character building. But when you have all these new characters that they're trying to introduce, like I guess one of the big ones like Eternals and stuff like that, and not building up these new Avengers in a way that seems organic, that's where you lose people, because so many people have been saying it's been shit. Now they have to make these two Avengers movies and make people care about these characters that they have not cared about whatsoever. Most people, people that are the loud majority. That's what I'm really interested to see, because that's the main difficulty here. It's not just making a good Avengers movie, it's making people care about these characters that they haven't cared about. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do that when they suddenly have to change the Kang Dynasty plotline, which people were getting interested in, to now suddenly shifting it to Doctor Doom. It's going to be... oof. It's going to be definitely interesting. It's going to be... I don't know what it's going to be. It's just... ooh, there's so many things that go wrong. There's so many things that could not go well. Trying to figure out, God, these instructions. I think they should just do a full reset: Fantastic Four, X-Men, Society of Spider-Man, and then Doomsday with those three factions. No one else, not the Marvels, not the Black Widow sister, not the Thunderbirds. I think you mean the Thunderbolts. Thunderbirds is a thing, but I think you mean the Thunderbolts. I'm actually interested in the Thunderbolts because a lot of those characters I'm very invested in and curious about. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be very curious on how they're gonna make people care about these characters, because people deaf have not been interested in them. So I guess the main curiosity is to figure out a way to make them care about making people care about them. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. This way? God. These pieces are so tiny and I have to like get this right because I don't want to fuck this up. Oh, that doesn't work if I do it that way. God, this is so confusing. Is this what they want? I'm assuming this is what they want. That's what they want. Oh my god. Sometimes I wish bases would just not fuck with me. Why aren't you going in? Oh no. Please. Please go in. You gonna stay in? I need you to stay in. Please stay in, peace. Moon Knight, who am I right? I liked Moon Knight. That was interesting. But only problem it was like world-ending stakes again. That's the thing is I talked about this like in I think it was last night on Fortnite with friends or was it the day before? I was talking to Onyx about it and I was saying I think it was yesterday. I was mentioning once again. I'm not trying to show my bias for Hawkeye because I love Hawkeye a lot, but I find it really funny that people kept complaining that like most of the Marvel projects as of late were like shit, and people were saying like they didn't like it, but then they kept complaining about world-ending stakes and things always having to be so like ginormous in stakes, and they were like sick of it, and they were like, God, this is so boring. It's just the same thing over and over. We know the heroes are gonna win. And then for people to say, oh yeah, we kind of want something low scale on the ground, street level, like Hawkeye. And I'm like, yeah, where were you all when the show came out? If this is what you wanted, why did you call it shit before? I just find it so funny that like people kind of contradict themselves all the time. I don't know, it's a little funny. Just like, yeah, we got that. And you didn't care about it. But now you want stuff that's like that. Mama is... There's too many cooks in the kitchen with these characters. Yeah, I'm so curious how they're gonna do this. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be... Who knows, honestly. I don't know how it's gonna end up, but... I have a feeling... I'm trying not to get too... I guess I'm not trying to get too, like, cynical, but, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. You def know Marvel does not want to do another reset, because they did all this work, and they don't want to admit defeat. They don't want to... I mean, they finally did, but, I think it's more because the Hawkeye show was trying to build up other characters. Yeah, that is true. I kind of wish they focused a little bit more on, like, Clint Barton as a character, because I've said this, but I think I've mentioned this before. He's the only character out of the original Avengers that we have, like, no context for in terms of past. Like, how did he join S.H.I.E.L.D.? What event caused him to become a hero, or you know, become a world-class archer? What happened in his life that made him go down this path? And we never really see that. I know the Hawkeye show actually had a deleted scene, like showing him as a kid, and I think talking a bit about his past and with his mom, and then they cut it, and I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Wasn't Kate Bishop and Natasha's sister in Hawkeye? Yeah. Yes, so Yelena did show up in the Hawkeye series, because if people watched Black Widow, there's a scene where Fontaine, she's kind of like the de facto leader of the Thunderbolts, kind of. She's like a female Nick Fury, but for like a completely different squad, which will be the Thunderbolts. And she basically tells Natasha's sister, like, hey, I know who killed your sister, because remember, Black Widow died. And then she puts the blame on Hawkeye, and she's like, that's him, go kill him. And that's why she shows up in the show, because she's come for revenge, because she thinks that he killed her. But he actually didn't. And then they made up because they talked. And then she realized, oh, you didn't actually kill my sister. I actually really liked the scene. You know what? I would have loved to see Kihei Kwan's character Ouroboros to have a small... Me too, I would have liked that. That would have been fun. I can't wait for Wong to be the leader of the new Avengers. I like Wong as a character. I'm kind of surprised. Well, let's see. Technically, yeah, I think he's still technically the Sorcerer Supreme. Right now. As far as I know. As long as my information isn't wrong. And I've not missed something. I hope I haven't. Okay, this piece. Piece, I need you to cooperate. It's not cooperating. How do I... How do you expect me to get this piece in here without ruining the other two super fragile ones that won't stay? Like that? Oop, shoot. Okay, I'm guessing it's in. We've almost made the head. This is going well. This is gonna take a while. Get John Boyega to be Doom. I hope John Boyega comes back in more projects. I wish he'd come back in Star Wars and give him more of character development. But I don't know how that's gonna work, considering... God, I just don't want them to rush it again. They already fucked it up. Man, who would have thought that rushing a Star Wars movie and like starting it without actually having a cohesive plot would be their downfall. And it sucks too, because personally, I know people complain that the first of the sequel trilogy, they were like, this is just A New Hope. And it's like, yeah, and you liked A New Hope. Why is that bad? You liked it anyways. You liked it regardless. I don't know, I kind of found it funny. I actually really liked Force Awakens. I thought it was a good start. And then it got fucked up. Again. Again. Ned would have been Hobgoblin if they didn't mind wipe him. I don't think so. B48? Oh, right here. If I wanted to be like really like particular about this model kit, I would get some sandpaper and sand down like the edges that can't be clipped off, but I can't be bothered. Oh, I need another piece. I almost forgot. Oh, we have to get stickers out for this. Oh no, I need water. I have a water bottle with me, but where am I gonna put the water? Where am I gonna put water in? I could put it in the bottle cap, actually. That's smart. Good job, me, for thinking about that. Where's piece 18? Is that it? Oh. Oh. Okay. Ugh, we're gonna have to put the water decals. Shit. I'm gonna need tweezers for this. Mama, I asked the question earlier. Go find it. I'm curious of which one. Oh God, I gotta. Oh, this one. Do you think Ned will be the next Goblin? And how do you feel about people begging for Andrew or Toby to do another movie in their universes? I don't think they'll do Ned as Goblin because Disney's Disney. I just don't think they'll do it. In terms of Andrew and Toby doing another movie in their universes, here's the thing. People want it. We know people want it. I just don't think Disney's gonna do it. Because, think technically if they were to do that, they'd have to partner with Sony like what they do with Venom. And I don't know if Disney's gonna want to deal with Sony. Because they already don't like really doing it. They already don't like having to partner with them. For reasons, you know, stupid reasons. Because, I don't know. So I don't know if they'll want to. Which stickers do I need? 4? These ones. Man, I'm gonna need to get the tweezers out, and I'm gonna have to do this. God, I'm gonna have to get the water. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I might not have to do this. Oh my God, thank Jesus.
Ahem. John Hammer's Doom.
John Hammer's Doom? The one thing that I forgot about these is that I love. They give you both stickers and water decals. I'm using the stickers for the eyes. Fuck it, because they're too tiny. I'm not dealing with that shit. I will get my tweezers though, one moment. I need to grab them. I need to grab them for this. I have returned. Nick, I have cool, pretty color tweezers. I use this for my model kits.
Ahem. Josh Brolin as Doom.
Oh no, guys, don't. Please, no. Hey, Cookie. Dude, did you see Madam Web? Good lord. I did not, and I don't want to. Respectfully. Respectfully, I don't want to. Okay, I got the sticker. I'm gonna do this so carefully. I'm sorry you guys can't really see it really well. It's very blurry. I wish camera would work. Camera will indeed does not want to cooperate. Shit. Come on, sticker. I think I got the first eye. One down. Yeah, I don't know, it's just...
TMZ interviewed RDJ about his Doom role. He said, and I quote, "You couldn't live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me."
What? Tell me that's not real. Some Marvel fan, your Thanos quote. I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to build a model kit here. I was about to say that quote did sound familiar, and I was like, why does it sound familiar?
TMZ stands for Trust Monica Zuma.
That's what TMZ stands for? How have I never learned that till now? Okay, we got the stickers on. Thank God. Thank God they also give stickers. I would have been so sad if I had to deal with water decals. I like water decals, but only for certain parts. Because, jeebus.
TMZ stands for Happy Birthday Momo.
I don't know. I don't think that's what it stands for. I don't think that's...
Happy birthday,
that's correct. Come on, eyes. Are they supposed to look that hollow, really? Oh, yep, that's what they look like.
Happy birthday,
It's not till June. state of K-2SO. Camera, can you zoom? Can you? Will you? Will you? No. You will not. Wait, yes he did. For a split second. Do it! It's like a makeup tutorial now, Jeebus. There we go. Yeah. The boy is being built as we speak. Time to go? No. No. We'll put you right there. Alright. This part's done. Oh, we're doing the legs now. Oh, dear God. Oh, God, there's so many instructions. Oh, wait, we're not doing legs. We're doing the body. Next. Wow, this is gonna take me forever. It's already been an hour and a half, and I've only gotten the head done. Am I gonna have to do a part 2 of this? Am I gonna have to do a part 2? Oh no. Oh no. So, no. I'm on a good stop it. 17 and 20? There we go. Oh, this piece? There you go. We actually don't need this little piece here. Don't make me bonk you. People's mods really don't like me. Why? Why would you say that? Where does this one go? What? I was looking on the wrong side. I was like, this doesn't seem right. Yep, that goes there. Figure that part out. Arjun blocked me yesterday for making Chaos add Megamind to her NSFW image poll. What? I mean, it was a poll. Ah, sorry, I yawned for a second. I don't know if I want to use the stickers or the water decals for the body. Oh, there's that part. There we go, clipped it off. Nice. Back piece. I don't need to put this back. Where? Where these pieces are? Where were these pieces? No, it's those ones. Okay. So far, so good. Oh yeah, it is the body piece. Nice, nice, nice. It's because I was starting a chat revolution and a bunch of people started agreeing with me. Nice. That's kind of the fun of it, though, you know? I just realized I've been doing this. I haven't even talked about some of the actual stuff I've been curious about talking about. Completely lost track because of the Marvel talk. I have some opinions regarding, I guess you could say, the current state of the VTuber space about certain things. Where's my notebook? I wrote them down. It's a good thing I wrote them down because, remember, I have poor memory. What did I write? Oh yeah, that was one of them. Something that I've been seeing a lot lately in the VTuber space, and I know it's been like it's kind of always been a thing, but a lot recently is people, at least this is my opinion, mine alone. I kind of feel like, doesn't it kind of feel like the VTuber space has become kind of like high school? You know what I mean? It kind of feels like people have regressed a tiny bit and like kind of always want drama or like want brownie points. They want to look like they're in the right all the time. And that's dangerous. Especially in the VTuber community where people definitely shouldn't be having a platform. Or more so, people that are using VTubing as a way to just get popular. Or like clout. It's not fun, not healthy. And I'm tired of seeing people make, I guess, big drama over like problems that should be like smaller. They're smaller in scale and more so like in public. You know, like the public call out posts. I'm getting a little tired of seeing them all the time. Not that some of them aren't truly valid and like should be actually be like discussed, but it's like the small petty stuff, you know. I've just been seeing it way too often, and it just seems like people, it's kind of a lot like with I don't want to say it, but like with some political stuff. I won't go into details about it, but more so like people, they want the brownie points. They want the recognition points to be like, look how well of a job I did. Look how great I am for bringing this issue about somebody in the VTuber space to the public. When it's like, some of them are like just, they're normal arguments that people have, like in regular real life, not just the VTuber space, but you know, like just in general. I see that too often. A lot of like beef between people that people are like, oh, like this is something so crazy, and it's like, if you were to replace the VTuber space context with like normal office work context, like the whole argument would just be like really petty, you know? It would be something minuscule. It'd be something that should be talked about in private. Like most issues between individuals, they should be in private. They should not be. That's another thing, is that's why I don't like call out posts, like people making the twit longers in public, especially about like an argument they're having with someone, is that in the context of like real life and real work, if you were to do that, like that's, you could like be fired from your job, arrested for slander. I'm just like, do people understand that you just need to act like an adult, and things like this happen a lot. But I don't know, people are a little crazy, or just a little bit, I don't know, people just, I think people in the VTuber space, not everyone, but like some people just really like drama. I don't like it. I feel like the VTuber community is too down bad, but high school tactics have always existed in every fandom ever. Oh no, you're right. And I do agree. I had a whole post about this on Twitter. I do agree, and I hate how down bad the VTuber space is. Nothing against like lewd VTubers, but in terms of like, I've just seen too many posts of people being like people either being down bad or sexualizing like a character from a game or an anime or something like that. Like people's first thought, like in the space, you know, a lot of us like we know anime and stuff and tropes of anime, but I feel like it's become more it's just become more of the norm for when like characters are introduced or something, or people discover characters in a show or a game. Like the first thoughts are always like, they're always like sexual in nature and like down bad, and I really hate it. I really hate it a lot. Not that, you know, being sexual is wrong, but I don't like it when it's like, it's the first thing people always address, and like people being like really down bad. Like, I won't name names, but you know, like seeing some VTubers like act like a dog and bark and wolf for a character and saying that like they wanna be bred by them. It's a little unhinged because I get when it's a funny haha meme, but I also can't. It's also me because my ADHD and autism. Because I can't get social cues sometimes. I can't tell when people are doing it as a joke or if they genuinely mean it. And I feel like if they did genuinely mean it, that would be really weird and problematic, especially if you think, oh, thank you, Stone, for the follow, thank you. If you think about it in like a VTuber context, if people are like, oh, I want to make VTubing my career, and then you do crazy stuff like that, and then it's like potential sponsors or like people you want to work with see that, and they're like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Because wouldn't you want to act I mean, you could still be yourself, but wouldn't you also want to like at least act like an adult and act professional? You know what I mean? I know some companies don't care because like it's mostly the person's clout and their following that they care about, because then it spreads the word. But I don't know, I'm thinking of it more in like I guess if you wanted to be like hired or scouted by like an actual like company, you know, like real life companies like Sony and big name brands like that, wouldn't you find that stuff like really embarrassing? I don't know. Oh, Inferno! Hello, Inferno. Welcome, Raiders. Oh, I gotta introduce myself. Hello! I am Momoka EXE. I am a AI cat VTuber that runs on Copium and Pizza. It's very nice to meet. Oh, Mimi, thank you. Thank you for following. I think actually, let me check real quick. I think actually with those follows, I think we've actually made it to 1,130 followers. I could be wrong. Let me check. We just did! Thank you, Mimi, for helping reach that. Thank you. Our next goal, the follower count down there is actually wrong. I don't know why it says that. It's wrong, technically. I'm gonna have to fix that. But our next goal is to get to 1,500 followers, so we're somewhat close to being a fourth of the way there. Thank you. I'm currently building a Star Wars model kit of the droid K-2SO from my favorite Star Wars movie, Rogue One. And I'm also talking about certain opinions I have regarding the VTuber space and certain things. So I don't know if any of that is like something you don't want to hear. We're not debating, we are discussing. We're all being chill. We're all being respectful. We're not calling anyone out. We're not doing anything of the sort. We're just discussing. So if you would like to be in the discussion and like give your own sides and, you know, talk about it amongst chat and myself, feel free to stay. If you can't though, please get some sleep, depending on what time it is for you. Get a snack, get some water, and I'll see you maybe eventually. But I hope, Unfairness, I hope your stream was going well. It's I'm so used to raiding you that I wasn't expecting you to raid me. Thank you. I hope your stream went well. But yeah, we're just talking about stuff about the VTuber community. I hate saying it. I have this thing where, if we're being honest, the VTuber community technically does not exist. If we want to be technical, and I'm being my brain, that's how it works technically. So, if we're thinking about a community is a group of people that rally around a person or like a group. But with VTubing, there's no one specific entity. It's a bunch of people doing the same thing. So technically, it's not a community, it's a space. You get what I mean? I know I'm being technical, but I mean that's what it is, I guess. That's technically what it is. It's space. But I do say community. I still get tongue-tied and say that. Mama is giving the most lukewarm hot takes ever. What do you mean? I would get more into it, but my voice is actually getting a little throttled. I can feel it in the back of my throat. So I'm being a little bit calm right now. Damn, I never saw it that way. Interesting. I have a lot of interesting opinions and takes. If you want to be technical, that's technically what it is. Because a community is something where it's a group of people centered around a person or a group or a thing. But VTubing isn't really... VTubing isn't a person, it's not a place, and it's not one entity. You can't really even say it... I guess you could technically maybe even say it's like a genre. Because it's a genre of type of streamer, but like not really. Technically yes, but no. So technically it's just a space. Because like say for instance like I have a Kittybot community because it's a group that's centered around me and support me and, you know, do stuff that interacts with me. But you can't say there's a VTuber community because there's not people that are going to like one thing in the VTubing and all of VTubing because there's multiple people doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's a medium. Yeah, it's a medium. I'm gonna put that right there. You go there, body piece. Oh god, we need those pieces again. Yeah, shoot. Grab this. But yeah, I was actually recently talking about regarding the VTuber space. We were talking a little bit about how personally, in my opinion, my own opinion, mine, maybe some others agree, but mine, I'm a little bit tired of the VTuber space being like high school. And things, I guess you could call it beef, but I don't want to say drama, because the word drama has become so sensationalized, it's kind of lost its meaning. Just arguments. Arguments between two parties or more parties. I think you're shutting down. Arguments between parties. I'm getting really tired of seeing twitlongers and call-out posts regarding stuff that should be between two people in private. Now there are, I said this a little bit ago before the raid, there are times where it is necessary, when it's important, when it's talking about people doing really bad things, especially when they have legitimate evidence. But when it's more like petty arguments, like, oh, somebody said this about me in a stream or something, or, you know, that sort of shit, it's really not something to call out people about, because then it just becomes like high school, and it's like, it's kind of dumb. I'm gonna be honest, I will be honest about, back when I first started doing VTubing, I kind of did that a little, not like a lot. I never got like in beef with anyone or argued with people, but I would put my own 2 cents in. But not because I wanted to virtue signal, because I was discussing. But I feel like a lot lately, more and more I've noticed people do it to virtue signal and to get brownie points and to, give their opinion that may not be warranted and be like, look, I'm in the right. Look, I'm saying these things and they're right. And look how great of a person I am for saying this. And God, is it disingenuous as hell. I hate it. I wish there's people that give their valid opinions. But like, here's the issue. It's good when people are discussing, like when it's a genuine discussion, but at the same time, random strangers shouldn't be giving their opinions on something that they have like they're not involved in. Do you know what I mean, chat? But people still do it because it's Twitter and it's the internet, and Twitter, as we say, Twitter is a cesspool. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. It's never gonna die. Everyone calls it Twitter. But that's the issue, is everybody wants to put in their 2 cents, either because they want to get in on the action, they want to get in on the drama, or they want to get brownie points to be right, or they want to get brownie points and cause more drama and stir the pot even more. And that's where it gets problematic. I have an opinion and I'm sleepy. You can go to bed, Ponch. You don't have to stay up. You're okay. I just realized I needed 2 of these. But, yeah, that's one of the things I'm kind of tired of in the VTubing space. I don't like when people virtue signal. It's just not, you can tell when people are virtue signaling. I would think, I guess. I especially don't like when people virtue signal and then they're being hypocritical. Especially about certain subjects. I have other opinions about certain things, especially. It's a little bit more political, but I'm not going to get into any political shit. I don't want to do that. Even if we are being chill and having a good vibe and purely discussion, nothing crazy, nothing insane. We're all being polite here, but I don't think I really want to get into any like political stuff. It's nothing insane, just like it's more about the virtue signaling stuff, but I won't talk about that. But yeah, there's a lot of things lately where I'm like, I don't know. Another thing I actually thought about, I think I talked about it. Actually, people are more into correcting people than actually supporting. Exactly. And that's the thing, people are more into correcting people, even if they themselves are not right or have all the information, because they want the brownie points. They want to look like they're correcting people because they want to look like they're right. And you know what's worse than somebody, this is probably, it's a little bit of an interesting thought process. At least I think so. But I find the worst thing in a space, in a community, when there's, constant debate and talk. The worst thing than somebody hating, somebody not liking being wrong, is somebody that always wants to be right. Even if they're the same thing. Somebody that doesn't like being wrong, in my personal opinion, will not go to the lengths and the extremes that some people do to be right in a situation. Because they want to be right. They want to be right. They want people to see that they're correct. And that's where things get very muddy and messy. Because people can say some awful shit. And then if they end up getting corrected in any way, either they don't want to hear it or they backtrack immediately and they're like, I never said that stuff. I didn't mean it in that way. And it's like, I don't think that's I don't think that's what that was. I'm not naming any names. This is just purely me like talking randomly about stuff, but that's what I've seen a lot. Is like a lot of people in the VTuber space when it comes to like one example, and I know people, it's a little, I guess it's technically controversial because everyone has an opinion on it, but like I guess I'll say small looking models. I guess lolly is what people call it. I guess, is that what you would say? My own personal opinion on it. Remember, we're being respectful. No hate, no craziness, no whatever. We're all being chill. Everyone can say their piece if they'd like. Be polite if you are. I don't see anything wrong with small looking models. As long as they don't look like outright, children. And as long as you're not doing anything that could be seen as, sexual. Especially with a small model that looks like very childlike. But if they don't look childlike, then I see no problem with it. If someone, has a type of model and, wants to do whatever they want with it. Because at the end of the day, like, it's their life, they can do whatever. As long as they're not actually hurting anyone. As long as they're not actually hurting anyone. Or making claims about anyone, or, Because that's kind of one of the things I don't like about the community either, is that even people that want small looking models, like me for instance, when I first was thinking about VTubing, I wanted a small model, but this is way back, like in 2001, and I kept seeing people being like seeing a lot of vitriol and a lot of hate and a lot of accusations about people that wanted small models, even though I just wanted one because I like cute small characters. And for me personally, that's kind of what I wanted to be seen as in terms of my model. Because that's kind of what I feel like my personality gravitates in terms of like an appearance. Because it was purely based off of like what I felt like my energy felt like. But I didn't do it because it got, it was kind of crazy. And unfortunately it still is. But people in my Kittybot community and people who are my friends know me and know me personally and know what kind of content I make, and especially what kind of content they know I wouldn't make. And that's the kind of thing I don't like about people that, point the finger at small VTubers, because once again, they want the brownie points. Because people assume and think that people that have small models are not good people, and like immediately say they're certain types of real life criminals that I will not say. When that's technically slander and technically defamation of character. Like, you could technically be sued for that on actual like court grounds. You could do that. That could happen. Because there's absolutely no way to prove that unless there's like actual proof. But as most of us, I'm not going to say as we all know, I'm going to realistically say as a lot of us possibly may have seen in the VTuber space on Twitter and in other places. People want to do it because they want the brownie points. They want to look like they're in the right. They want to look like they're right. And I get it, but it's not right of people to do that. It's really not. And because it just ruins people's perceptions of VTubers, especially people outside of the space. Because VTubing has become a lot like, at least in my opinion, it's become a lot like anime in terms of its notoriety. For me growing up, anime was very niche. It was like, it's very much like, it's kind of actually very much like Dungeons and Dragons in terms of being a niche thing, being something that was popular. But a lot of people outside of the space thought it was weird, and like they didn't understand it, and they were like, that's weird, why do you like this? And I got bullied literally all through my entire education, all the way up till high school, because I liked anime. Because they were like, that's weird, why do you like this? Oh, that's stupid. Like, you like cartoons. And now, You're not cool if you don't watch anime. Normal people, normal streamers watch anime that aren't in the community. People that want to do react content, that want to get big numbers, react to anime because they know it's a big community. People will watch that because they like anime. They'll watch people's reactions who've never seen it. They'll watch people react to it if they just are even a bit curious, just to see other people's reactions, because they know it's good content, because they know it gets high numbers. It's a numbers game, and that's how it is with VTubing. There's so many people now in the VTuber space that have noticed that there's more and more, I guess what you call normies, and or what people may even call, I've heard people call them grifters. People that are absolutely not in the space, that know nothing about VTubing, that are doing news and react content about anything regarding VTubing, but especially VTubing drama, because they know it does numbers. And they'll say whatever they want about it, and even if they're not educated, they don't do their research, they don't get sources, because they know it will do numbers. And then that's what causes misinformation to happen, and that's what causes people to go on hate mobs on people. Because if a person, say, is like a big normal streamer and they talk about VTuber drama and they say whatever and they don't do their research and they cause their whole community to be like, yeah, this person's awful, and then they go after those people, then that fucking sucks. That's not right. But people don't care because all they care about is their content. And that's the thing that I've kind of not also been liking about the VTuber space either, is just seeing so many people. I've been seeing a lot of VTubers, new VTubers, where I could I don't want to say I can like specifically tell, but there's times I'm sure where other people in chat can tell when you can tell there's a VTuber that clearly like is not a VTuber fan or like an anime fan, and they're doing this to get like numbers. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's weird. It gets into the whole thing about gatekeeping. What's good gatekeeping? What's bad gatekeeping? There's both good and bad gatekeeping, and I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that good gatekeeping is blocking anyone out that doesn't like anime or VTubing, because that's not right. There's more than enough space for people to learn and to be interested in it. I just don't like people that are using it just to get numbers or just to get popular, you know what I mean? It's just not. It just feels very disingenuous. Because I want, especially when people do it because they want to get numbers, and then they get bigger than a lot of VTubers that have been working really hard and have been in the space, like, genuinely for a long time. And then they say a lot of bullshit, or especially when they, like, okay, I think we can all be honest and say we like to sometimes dog on the VTuber space. We criticize the VTuber space, but that's normal. I don't like it when people that do not know the space, don't do their research, have any knowledge, go into the space, start using the space for clout or numbers, or, you know, to get popular, and then proceed to, like, shit all over the space, and like the usual norms that the space has, you know, like small VTubers and lewd VTubers and you know, rigging and model art prices, and then being like, this is all shit, why is it like this? And it's like, you joined this, you came in here, why are you complaining? This is how this shit works. You can't complain about it. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate it. It's so stupid. Like people that just got there for getting into the community and using those numbers. Yeah. That's kind of, I've seen it a lot more. The thing is, like, you can't really say, oh, this person, you can't point to somebody and be like, this person's doing it to get numbers, because you have no proof. You can't just call out people like that. It's not right. But I feel like you can kind of tell when it's the people doing really weird shit and like kind of drama feeding shit, like to get numbers and interactions, you know, like post interactions, where you can kind of tell it's like you're doing this for rage bait or something. You're not doing this because you actually have an opinion. You just want the rage bait. I just hate it. It's not right. I came into this community because, well, one, because I haven't talked about this in a while, to be honest. Because I'm sure, actually, now that I think about it, I'm sure there's a lot of new people that have followed me, or people that are here now that may be lurking in chat or watching. That if you are listening and care about how I got into the VTuber space, I'll regale my tale. I will sing you the ballad of Momo, the Momo_exe, the VTuber. For those that may not know, the VTubing space got pretty big in 2021 when the Rona first was getting big. Everyone had to stay inside. No one could go out. All they had was the internet for communication and phones, obviously, but internet was the big thing. Communities were a big thing. And during that time, I had just graduated university, and I was feeling pretty low, not gonna lie, because at the time I was, when the Rona was coming about, like when people were first hearing about it on the news, when it hadn't gotten to the U.S., I was getting close to graduating university, and I was on my last classes, and we were in our journalism class because I'm an English major, for those that may not know. And I remember making a joke saying, oh, what if this weird thing comes about and we have to get like our diplomas mailed to us, and we all laughed. And that's what ended up happening. I graduated university, my diploma had to be mailed to me, and I'm not that sad about it anymore, but definitely back then, I was really sad because I didn't get to do my graduation walk. You know, the thing that you hear about in media and books and, you know, all that, like, it's a big moment because you work so hard for it. It's a lot of your life that you work towards, especially for some people, like, they may be their first graduate in their family. And I know my sister and I and my older sister, we're like a few of the only few in our family that have actually finished university, so it was a big deal, especially for Setsuna and I. For some of you who may not know, Setsuna is my identical twin sister. It was a big deal because Setsuna and I, growing up, had a lot of struggles because we both have ADHD, we're both on the autism spectrum, we're both neurodivergent. We have the unfortunate cocktail of the trio. And school was really hard for us because, besides the bullying, just brain functioning wise, it was a bit difficult. But we made it, and it was sad because we didn't get to have that walk. And I was pretty down at the time. And also because at the time, we had been I thought I saw something in chat, my bad. And another thing, sadly, was both Setsuna and I had been accepted by the Walt Disney Company to do their college program internship, where basically you go to the Disney parks, either in Anaheim or in Florida, and you work in the parks and you get college credit if you're still in college. You can be a graduate and still go. And you can get knowledge about the company and do classes and network and all that. And it got canceled because of it. And so I was feeling pretty low, not gonna lie, feeling kind of shit, feeling really awful. And I was working a retail job at a store that a lot of people have to go to for a lot of miscellaneous things. So it was open during the Rona, when it was getting very big, when it first started, when people could barely go out. Stores had time slots for when certain people could come in. And it was really sad. It was depressing. Everyone's morale was really down. Everyone's depression went up. It was sad. And the only thing I had was video games and the internet. And I heard about VTubing because I'd always wanted to stream. I always wanted to stream when I was younger, especially when I was like growing up as a teen, like in middle school, high school. Well, growing up like on Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, those guys. But I never knew how to do it, and especially I would see a lot of awful things about female streamers, you know, being treated like shit, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. And then I got older, and I saw VTubing, and this was, I think, right when Hololive announced their first EN group, Myth. And I think I saw their debuts. I saw their debuts a little bit, and I got interested, and I was like, well, if people, and I also watched Iron Mouse a little bit, I think back then, and I thought, well, if normal people can do this weird VTubing streaming thing, why can't I? You know? Like, if they can do it, if you have a corporation and whatever, or, you know, people to back you up, why can't a normal person like me try? Like, what's stopping me from trying? That was one of the main reasons. One of the other reasons, and this might sound a little, I don't know, it sounds kind of, sometimes I remind myself, and it feels a little, I guess, cringe. Or a little bit, or maybe like a little, I guess, a little bit naive. Some people have called me naive for this, but, I wanted to do something during that time that, made
Happy
people...
birthday, Mama.
Thank you, Rika. I wanted to do something during that time when everything was so uncertain and everyone's morale was down and everyone just, you know, felt awful. And I wanted to do something that would distract people from the bad times of all that going on. And as stupid as it sounded, I was like, in my head, I was like, if I can do this and have fun with it and make people forget about this awful time we're having and, you know, have like something to, you know, get away from by watching me stream and try this weird thing and maybe be entertaining, maybe be stupid, who knows? I could have been awful. I just wanted to make people happy. However strange that sounds. I wanted to entertain people not because I wanted to be popular, but because I wanted to make people's day, and I wanted to make them feel like, I want to make them forget about awful shit, you know? There's a lot of awful shit in the world. And, however naive that sounds, I wanted to try. And, I don't know, maybe get a fun little hobby out of it too. You never know. You really have a cool background. I like how you think. Oh, thank you. I'm a very deep thinker, Mimi. The kitty bots that have been in the community for a very long time that know me, they know I'm a very big thinker. I have a big brain. I like to debate and discuss and think about all of the big, you know, whatevers that go on about all these different things. It's very much in tune because I'm an English major. Being an English major helped me think more about the world, especially how groups and communities think. I'll go on a tiny tangent, a little bit of off topic. If any of you happen to be in school, I guess it would be university or community college. I highly recommend taking a class on humanities and what's called intercultural communications. As an English major, that class was not required for me, but I had to take one class out of my curriculum in order to graduate. And I attribute that class so much to helping me think more, not about just the world, but about people and understanding people. For instance, as I keep building, I'm going to talk. I'm so sorry. I'm yapping away. For some people that may not think about it, you know how we talk about communities and cultures. Average person, they think of cultures as you know, cultures around the world. American culture, Spanish culture, Japanese culture, Palestinian culture, all around the world, all different types of people's cultures in terms of their heritage, who they are. But for some people that may not know, cultures work not just in terms of place of living and heritage, but also in terms of groups. For instance, something I'd never thought of until I learned in that class, the disabled community. The disabled community counts as a culture. And I'll explain, because that might sound kind of strange or a little weird. For some people that may not understand. When you think of a culture, you think of customs, rules, and how a group works, and their ideologies. And when you think of the disabled communities, they have all three of those things. They have rules, they have customs, and they have they have a way of how their community works, how certain things are done, how they talk to one another, how the community comes together to help bring more awareness to their group, and that counts as a culture. There's so many different things about intercultural communications that I feel like would benefit so many people. And I honestly mean like the whole world, because I feel like when I took that class, it made me learn more about cultures, not just in terms of like groups in that new way, like the disabled community, but in terms of cultures in general, like I mentioned, of all different ethnicities and races and certain groups of people. Because when you learn about different cultures and how they work, you learn more about people, how they think, how they act, how their community talks to one another, and how their culture differentiates how their culture differentiates from another culture. For instance, a big thing is American culture and Japanese culture. You know, it's so intertwined with anime and us being, you know, allies with Japan and Tokyo in general, with Japan. There's a lot of different cultures that go into that. Things that are different. People, for instance, like, it's one thing that I love thinking about cultures is discussing America as a whole. You know how I have a little bit of opinion on America. I think America's very selfish. And I'm sure maybe some people agree. You've made me a hard worker tonight, have I, Monica? I hope so, maybe. Hopefully it's a good worker. So for instance, I'm an American. I'll let you all know that. But I think America's very selfish. And that's the reasoning is because what I learned from intercultural communications, America is a very individualistic culture. Not just a culture of like a melting pot, but an individualistic culture in terms of, in the American society, obviously not everyone has keep it in the camera. Everyone has opinions. Everyone has differing opinions. But usually in the American society, a lot of people mostly care about themselves. How is this going to affect me? How is this person's life going to affect me? How's this person's life changes of their own personal life changes going to affect my life? You know? Compared to Japan. Japan is a... compared to America, where America is a individualistic, Japan is a collective culture. Collective meaning the society of Japan cares about everyone around them. Cares about, for instance, a big thing, mask culture. In terms of when people are sick, it's normal in the culture of Japan. When you are sick, you wear a medical mask or any type of mask in order to keep any germs from passing on to people if you still have to go about your day, because people still need to do errands, people still got to do work, people still got to go to school. And if you still are well enough, you wear a mask in order to be polite for people around you, for everyone around you. Compared to America, where as a individualistic culture, wearing a mask for even a bit during a global pandemic was just too much for them. And they didn't care about them, anyone else around them. They cared about themselves. They cared about how it affected them. And that shows a lot about our culture, and I hate it. I hate it a lot. I hate it very much. And for those that may not know, Japan's policy on the mask policy was way before the virus. It was just in general to be polite for the people around you. But America, not so much. Thankfully, there are some people that do that because, you know, people could have autoimmune diseases. It's dangerous for them to not wear a mask because it's a danger, and that's valid. And even I do this. I still wear a mask when I go out because I don't want to get sick. I got sick recently again with the Rona, and it was very bad. It was awful. I never want to feel that again. And even when I'm just regularly sick, I wear one because I don't want to get anyone else sick, but I still gotta live my life. But people, like, there's been a lot of times where people, like, even people that wear masks out, random strangers just gotta ask people, why are you wearing a mask? Why are you doing that? And I hate that because it's like, why do you care? You're a stranger. You're never gonna see him again. Most likely. They're not bothering you. They're not hurting you. It's kind of dumb. I find it really funny how much people care about other people's lives and how it's gonna affect them personally when, like, they don't even know the person. It kind of shows how conceited Americans are, to be honest. And I hate it because, goddamn, to every American that's like that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, not everything's about you. But America's kind of made it that way with media and whatnot, and oh my god, I hate it. It's so stupid. You're working on stuff while you're working on the model? Have you done for me lately? What? Did you... Huh? What have you done for me lately? Wait, are you asking me that? Oh, are you correcting me? You might be correcting me. Out of curiosity, chat. I don't know how many people are here. I don't want to know. Nobody tell me. I don't like knowing. I like just chilling, no matter how many people are here. But out of curiosity, chat, if people do want to talk, or any lurkers that maybe want to chime in and say one thing, is my yapping annoying you? Or what do you think of my big brain yapping? Because I'm usually like this a lot. I just like discussing about stuff. And being polite. I don't like debating, I like discussing. That's my policy here. Unless it's a debate and it's a polite debate, but I don't like debating, I like discussing. Discussing's fun. At least for me. I don't know. Boop. I am definitely not getting this model done tonight. We're gonna definitely have to do a part 2. At least one person is here. Coolios. I'm cool with that. No, wait, what? I gotta click the... Oh, this is indents. Ooh. Wait. Is that the big one or small? Okay. Wait, how do I do this? What? Oh, that. Okay, I'm wrong. It's there. Ooh. Body's going. Body's doing nice. Body's doing nice. I'm vibing with the yap. I feel my 2 neurons working. Yeah, this is my 2 brain cells bashing against one another to get thoughts out. I don't know. I find it kind of funny. I talked about my ADHD and my being neurodivergent and being on the autism spectrum. And sometimes it's a curse because sometimes I can't get things done. But at the same time, I kind of feel like sometimes it's a blessing because I go on tangents and big thoughts like this all the time. And people in my Kittybot community have said before that they enjoy it. So maybe sometimes my ADHD is a blessing in disguise. It's a little bit of a blessing. Come on, go in. Did you go in? No? Oop. You gonna... This piece is being difficult. There we go, got it. Nice, Sue. So looking good. We're definitely not getting this model done tonight. The Gooner community. Chat, Kittybots, I've told you before, the Gooner thing is not becoming a permanent thing. Just because Akemi said it, just because Akemi accidentally got this started, does not mean it's becoming a permanent thing. You're gonna be the Kittybots. We're not becoming the Gooner community. That is not happening. We're not doing that. Oh shoot, I gotta get stickers. Oh no. Sticker number 9. Oh god. This one looks difficult. Just gotta get it off the sticker sheet. Just try not to ruin the sticker. Okay, I need the tweezers now. Come here, tweezers. Okay. Be very careful about... Oh, there's an inner sticker on this. Do I poke it out? I'm a little tempted to. Oh, got it. Well, maybe I should actually... Wait, where does it want me to put this? On the back? Where'd the sticker go? Oh my god. Oh, it's right here. Thank god. Jesus. We lost it for a second. It's back. I got scared. I just fudged up the sticker a little bit. Shit. It wants me to do that? Oh, no. Okay, we definitely gotta take the middle part out. Shit. Come on, get out. Ooh, we gotta be so careful about this. Dear God. You're going there. Okay. We can do this. It's like surgery. Chat, for some of you that may not know, I'm very particular about my decals. And if they're even a little bit off, my ADHD goes ham. Oh my god. Okay. I can do this. I got this. Sticker MIA. It was for a hot second. Gonna have my finger help me. Okay, I think we got it. Maybe. Probably problem is it's not like flattening all the way. What the heck is this sticker? I fudged up that. When I was taking the sticker off, I fudged a corner of it, and it looks a little crinkled. Fuck. I might switch it to the water decal in the future, but ooh, man. Ugh. It's fine. Yeah, you can tell right there. Right there. Ugh. I was gonna put that part on the bottom, but I didn't. It's fine. It's looking good. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna fiddle with it. It's fine. What the heck? Is this piece tiny? What is this piece? It's so small. Oh god. Oh, that's... Look at... Jesus Christ. This is a piece I'm so gonna lose. I gotta be so careful with this. It's so tiny. Okay. Mission accomplished. So far. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna need my tweezers for this. Damn. Didn't think I was gonna need my tweezers for this tiny piece. Mostly so I don't lose it. It's fine. I was so worried I was so worried it got flown off into my keyboard, and I was like, well, it's gone forever. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, chat. It needs to go in that slot? Okay. Or that slot. This one. Is it that one? Oh, no, the second one. I need you to snap in, piece. Please. I beg of you. I don't want to... The problem is this piece is so small, I don't want it to bend or break. I'm going to be really upsetty. Come on. I don't know if it's in. I can't tell. I think it's in, but... Ow! Problem is it's such a small piece that I can't really like push it in anymore without hurting my thumb. I just took it out. I'm so stupid. I'm still here just playing for it. You're good. You're good to go, Mimi. No worries. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. How is the Fortnites going? Rika? It's funny, I was thinking about playing Fortnite and then I was like, you know what, Momo, maybe you should do something else for today. So I thought model kit building. Only problem is it's really late. It's 10:20 and I'm definitely not finishing this. I should have done this earlier. That's my bad. I knew I was going to need the other small piece. I wish I could just hot glue these pieces, but I know if I were to do that and they're like slightly off, I would never forgive myself. Oh god. So... K-2SO, why do you have to have like such small pieces? Why do you have to do this to me specifically? Okay, I think I actually did it. My one little gripe is that this first one has like a little piece of plastic still that I could like clip off, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to fuck it up. Nice. Oh, there's actually some plastic on this piece still I need to get rid of. Okay, there we go. It needs to be put in the back without losing these pieces. Can we do it? Yes. I'm sorry, chat. The camera's not focus. Focus. Focus camera. There we go. Yeah, look at that. There's gonna be stickers on those, aren't there? Oh, dear Lord. Put that there. Need another piece. Oh, we're gonna put the head on. Coolios. I think I might have to continue this tomorrow. That sucks. Here, I thought I was gonna get this all done tonight. That's funny, me. Wait, what number? A16? Oh, that piece. Ugh. That piece went flying and I got really scared. Jesus. Okay, got it. Which side? Oh, this piece? Oh, this piece goes inside. Geez, how long does it take to build these things? Godzilla, that's a funny question. It depends on if you're yapping about random things or not, as I have been. Then again, well, it depends how fast you go, because I don't want to lose any pieces. Also, I've been talking about random stuff. So, it takes a bit for me, because I'm also talking about random subjects. But also, I did start pretty late in the night, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get this done tonight. I'll probably have to continue it maybe tomorrow, or maybe another day. We'll see. Okay, I need to make sure not to... Ooh. I should have... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Come on, let me take this out. There we go. I'm going to put the head on first. Ow. Is it all the way in? I'm assuming it is. Ow! Okay, we got this. Just be gentle. It's like a makeup tutorial once more. Camera, I need you to focus. Come on, work with me here. Yes. Focus. Focus. Aha! That's what we got going so far. Oh, there's a... Is that normal? I guess it's supposed to have that opening. Looking good so far. Not too bad. We're gonna have to do the whole lower half. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or tomorrow, because it is kind of late. I've only been going for almost 3 hours. That doesn't feel long enough for me to have streamed, considering you guys know I stream kind of long times, but maybe it's a good idea for me to, considering tomorrow's the new weekday. Playing solo ain't it, to be honest. It is more fun to play with friends, I will say, when we play Fortnite. You've played Fortnite for like 4 streams straight. Yeah, that's why I said to do something different to myself. Not gonna lie, it was between doing this or starting my first playthrough of Lies of P. Pyromancer, good friend Pyromancer, was very kind. And he actually gifted me 3 months of Xbox, which is funny because I don't have Xbox, so it's for my PC. It's for my computer. And I've downloaded a few games I've been wanting to play, and one of them was Lies of P. I liked the aesthetic. I kind of I never really liked like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring, but I kind of wish the setting was a little bit more colorful. It wasn't really my taste. Everything was depressing. I know it's supposed to be, but I like Lies of P's setting, and it's a rogue. It's a Souls-like, so it got me interested. So I think I might be starting that this week. I think. I don't know when. No one quote me on that, please. It's a very tentative maybe this week. Because I don't know what my work will be like. I do have some stuff I need to work on. It most likely will not be tomorrow. Because I think, especially with how I feel my voice getting a little scratchy, I think I might be taking a break tomorrow. If I do stream, maybe it'll be Thursday. Because Friday is my usual... my group of friends play Lethal Company every Friday, and I haven't been coming to it a bit recently, either because work or I'm just not really feeling it, because it's a mix of either. I'm not feeling it because I'm a little bit drained from Lethal Company. Not that I don't like it, I just don't want to be too drained from it. And also sometimes my ADHD autism gets in the way, and because Lethal is kind of a lot sometimes for me, and I get a little overstimulated. But I don't want to tell my friends, because I don't want them to think I'm bailing on them. But I don't mean to. So I think I might be playing Lethal Company this Friday. So maybe it'll be Thursday. Either Thursday or Saturday night. Maybe is what I'm thinking. I'll have to see and figure out. For Lies of P. For this though, what can we do to make Lethal Company less scary for you? Oh no, it's not about being scary, Monica, because you're one of the people that's in the friend group that we do. It's not about make it less scary. I like the jump scares. It's just when there's a lot happening in terms of like, you know, playing the game. Stop me. Okay, Gucci. It's not about being scary. It's about there's a lot happening, like playing the game and then talking to everyone and then a lot of craziness going on, because that's how the game is. And usually, like, when I play it, like, a good few matches, I'm pretty good, but then sometimes I get a little, like, tired because it's a lot happening. It also depends on my mood, because I've had depression for a very long time, so sometimes I'm just not feeling it. Like this last Friday, for instance, my mind was a little bit more in like a chill vibe mood, and that's why I was thinking of doing the model kit and chill. But then my friends were like, "Oh, why aren't you joining us?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll join." But I wasn't really as energetic as I was because my brain was more in like a chill mood. It's hard to explain. I remember watching you crouch walk around. Oh, I do that in general. Because I get scared a little bit, because it's kind of a little bit of a horror game. Not really. I thought you said it was scary recently. No, I don't think it's scary. I did say I don't really play Minecraft because the sounds of the zombies and the creepers scare me. Because the proximity chat, like when they're really close to you, it sounds really loud. It scares me because it's so loud. It's an autism thing with like sound. It doesn't come up too often when I talk about it. But I think we're only on page 2, but there's still so much more of this I need to get through. There's so much. I think we might have to put a pause on this because it is 10:30 and not gonna lie, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna make some ramen for dinner. So I think we're gonna end it here, chat. I'm sorry it's not super long of a stream. I'm sorry I didn't finish it. I'm gonna have to change the title of this stream to, like, Model Kit Building Part 1. Because, as much as I would love to stay up and finish it, it's sadly Monday tomorrow. And Monday is work day for me. How much longer will you be up? I'm probably about to go to bed in a little bit. Do you mean like in terms of streaming or in terms of just being up in general? If you mean streaming, I'm going to end the stream now. But in terms of being up, probably for a little bit longer because I'm going to make ramen. Awake, not streaming. Probably going to make some ramen and then look at the internet for like a teensy bit. And then I'll go to bed. But yeah, if you want to chat for a bit, Monica, off stream, yeah, we can. I'm chill about it. Let me get the boxes. Yeah. Any second. I have to now remember what step I'm on. I'm gonna just flip it to the 3rd page so I remember. Monica, it's not a bad talk. Since you motivated me and all, I was gonna send you some of my progress on what I'm working on. Oh yeah, show me. I'm curious. I thought when you said that, when you said awake not streaming, I was like, oh no, am I in trouble? Oh, I'll be right back, chat. Okay, I'm back. We will put everything away, and we will continue this, eventually. I don't want to keep this on the back burner for, like, forever, because I don't want to forget about this. You stay there, K-2SO. Where's the top? Oh, here it is. No, okay. I think one of my friends, because there's still stuff I'm learning about, like my ADHD and my autism. There's a lot of stuff I've been told from friends where it's like, this is some of the stuff, and I'm like, oh, that explains a lot in my life. That explains a few certain things. I got chat for somebody that may not know. It's a keyboard I built with Iron Man keycaps. It's kind of funny that I have an Iron Man keyboard that I built, and now he's back. It's a little weird. It's a little strange, not gonna lie. God, that casting is so weird. We're gonna find someone to raid now. Although the other thing is, I don't know if any of my usual friends are streaming. I don't know. Oh, Mask is streaming right now. She's playing 14. I shouldn't be surprised. But I kind of want to raid a new VTuber. That's something I like to usually do for some of you that may not know. Well, I do like to raid friends. I do really like to raid new VTubers, especially that are very small in followings. One, to scare them, but two, also to give them support, because some of them, you know, may not expect a raid, and to get, like, you know, a bunch of people watching them, depending on how many people I have with me. I have no idea how many people I have with me right now. Probably not too many. But the only problem is trying to always find. Oh, Paul, thank you for subbing on YouTube. Thank you. Oh yeah, I have to remind everyone. For anyone that happens to be watching on YouTube, any lurkers or people that have been chatting in chat, when I stream on YouTube, it is with a program that lets me stream on 2 different platforms. I primarily stream on Twitch. Because of this, YouTube comments cannot be seen. So if any of you happen to, like, want to, you know, chat in the chat like you see up here, use emotes, use, you know, sound alerts, all that fun stuff, please make sure to follow me on Twitch, on my Twitch channel. The information should be in the YouTube description, but you could also find it if you just type momoka_exe in Twitch, and you'll find me there too. Just to letting you guys know, because I know some people have gotten confused about that, that I met on YouTube. They were like, oh, I can't see any of my comments. I had to explain it, just in case. Twitch has this policy where if you stream on different channels, you're not allowed to, you can only show primarily Twitch. You can't show the other one. The only problem is that it's kind of hard lately to find a VTuber that is, that's small. It's a little funny. It's been a little hard to find streamers that are small in size. Like, very small. I thought I found someone, but I did not. Also, there's a lot of streamers that are different language too. So it's a little bit of also a language barrier. I want to raid somebody with a low view count. There's got to be somebody. I see somebody playing Cyberpunk. God, I gotta finish Cyberpunk. Dear Lord. Who's this person? Are they small in size? They are not. They definitely are not. Man, why is it so hard to find small VTubers these days? You'd think it wouldn't be this difficult. Funnily enough. I think I found someone, but like, they're not as small as I would like them to be. Not in a bad way, but you know what I mean. In my terms, I want to find someone that's really tiny. Because I like scaring people. I like scaring people with raids. It's just hilarious sometimes. I'm sure I'll find someone. I have found someone. I think. Nope, never mind. Fuck. This shouldn't be this difficult. Man. Are you small? You are deaf not small. Shit. Oh. I don't want to waste prime viewership and not raid anyone. You know, chat? I found somebody. It's their birthday too. Perfect. They're talking right now. I don't think they know that they're not playing Unicorn Overlord. It says they're gonna play Unicorn Overlord. Maybe? Maybe they are going to, or maybe they forgot to change their category. We'll find out. Their name is Star Shadow VT. So everyone, please say hello to them. Do the usual, you know, I guess the usual now is toaster raid. Please be kind. I don't know how many people were here. It probably wasn't that many. Please, everyone, have a good night. I'll probably continue the model kit. Probably sometime this week. Probably sometime this week. But I will see you all next time eventually. Have a good night. I'm gonna go make dinner right now. Goodbye. Have a good night.